I wanted to do a real quick breakdown of the skills that I use in this in the videos you see. So primarily, first off, we have inner light on my main bar with my staff. This is to give me 5% more magicka and major prophecy for the crit. So that's kind of important for damage. It's not, I don't know, I felt like it was a pretty significant bump to my damage. Next we have Refreshing Path. Major is for a major expedition, 12 seconds of major expedition on the ground. It's going to heal you, it's going to do damage, a dot damage to the target. Otherwise it's really just for major expedition and proccing your shadow barrier war, bonus. So the heal's nice too, of course. Next we'll have Swallow Soul. This is your primary bread and butter ability. It's very cheap. It does a lot of damage for how cheap it is, and it heals a lot. 26% of that damage is healed every 2 seconds. It's not healed over the 10 seconds. It's 26% each 2 seconds over 10 seconds. So you actually end up healing for more than you do damage for over that 10 seconds. So you also get 8% more healing increased while it's slotted. So Swallow Soul is your spam. That's what you do. Next, Sap Essence. This is where I get my major sorcery. I also put Entropy here. I like Sap Essence for the when I have ads. You know, it's going to heal me, it's going to do damage, I'm going to get major sorcery, but it's kind of expensive for a single target. Crushing Shock, Interrupt, specifically for certain fights, I'll have Crushing Shock. I'll also put Impale or Lotus Fan here, depending on the fight. And sometimes I'll even put Mark Target. Lotus Fan's going to give me the gap close and the passive crit buff. Impale's going to give me execute, passive crit buff. Mark Target's going to be a passive heal when I kill targets and breach. Next is Soul Harvest. This is your primary damage dealing ultimate. It does a lot of damage. It's really cheap. It gives you ultimate for killing people. It empowers you against the target. It actually, people really don't take into account the empower. 6 seconds of empower is huge if you're doing anything more than 20k damage. You're doubling the damage on that ultimate roughly. So at 20k damage, 20% empower is approximately 24k damage. So 24k on top of whatever, 12, 14k after buffs. It's huge. It's a massive damage if you use it right. That's my main bar. On my back bar, I'm going to have Bolstering Darkness and Soul Tether, because I don't have any the Mage Guild max. I'll probably use these either ways, but Bolstering Darkness is going to be 60% damage reduction for 16 seconds. It's my primary defensive. I use it for standing in and healing myself whenever I'm facing things like Daedroth breathing on me. Soul Tether is for dealing with lots of ads. It's also a defensive ultimate. It'll heal you, it'll stun them, it'll do a bunch of damage, but it's better against lots of ads than it is against big things. Siphoning attacks always have this on. It's going to give you magic and stamina back. It's really important. You should always use something like this. This is the best one, I think. You should use it. Double Take. Gives you major evasion. Keeps you alive. Basically, hits that might kill you aren't going to hit you every now and then. And it gives you major expedition, which is going to allow you to move around better. Merciless Resolve. This is your #1 buff. It's better than major sorcery. It is the biggest buff to your damage. Just the minor berserk part of it. And then it procs for a massive big hit on your dual bar that gets up over 30k for me all the time. You want that pretty much all the time. You never want to drop that. Harness Magic is my survivability button. Look at that, it's unbuffed. That's about 13k shield. Use the other morph, it doesn't really matter. This one's cheaper. It'll keep you alive. You already got hots bringing in, dots bringing in hots. You get lots of healing coming in. This is just something extra. When you're really, really in trouble, you'll spam this. And then lastly, I'll have, it's going to move over in a second. Lastly, I'll have Moth of Grief. I only use this really for the boss fight. The last boss fight is for locking down his healer. There's other skills I could slot here. I'll slot Crippling Grasp for the dot. This Crippling Grasp is a lot of damage and it gives you major expedition. And I'll also slot the Mass Hysteria for AoE heal on like phase 5 ice platforms to keep ads off me. But yeah, that's all the skills I use pretty much. I don't really go outside of those. So, there you go.